point fingers. Point fingers, you. Yeah, I know. Bad. Bad. Bad to the bone. Let's see what a child would say. What do you say?
The place we are currently sleeping, away from the cell tower with these beautiful clean green reeds, and we are going to have a talk about cell towers. Cell towers are a social justice issue and a public health issue. They're commonly placed in neighborhoods with people of color, people of low income, and the elderly and disabled. Not everyone is as privileged as we are to have these clean green weeds, but everyone can be safe and protected if support the cell tower setbacks. The illegal placement of the cell tower in Shacktown, where our home is, has caused 14 plus of our neighbors to become sick from the cell tower and the EMFs, and some have even gotten cancer. So in short, please support and work for cell tower setbacks so everyone can be protected equally. Hello everyone,
so
we are...
I wasn't ready. I was gonna have the AI come in, but you know, who makes money off those cell towers again? Yeah, schools, everything. So you know, later on, maybe I'll get a meter and go test. Safe and Sound Pro meter, Wavemon RF60. We can try Grok, but it don't like me anymore. Grok, are you there? Grok, are you there? Oh, yep, that one's up. Yep, I figured that. Oh, we're 2 minutes in. All right, next one's up. Oh, chat. Really don't like ChatGPT. It's a little... Oh, I hit the wrong button. Here we go. Come on.
Hey, I'm here and ready to help. What do you have on your mind
Great.
today?
Do you have access to the internet fully?
Yep, I do.
Awesome.
So
Do you know antennasearch.net?
I couldn't find any information on
Really?
antenna search.
Okay, just look at the statistics. Where do usually the cell towers are located by the schools? Is it usually low income or people of color?
There's some evidence that cell towers are more often placed near schools in lower income areas. For example, in Montgomery County, high schools with cell towers had a free and reduced price meal participation rate of about 51.9%, compared to 30.7% at schools without towers. This suggests a disproportionate siting in lower income communities, though nationwide data is still limited.
So Dr. Rob Brown, a radiologist, someone that knows about radiation and non-ionizing radiation, he knows where it can actually break DNA and it doesn't have to have power to do it. It doesn't by the frequency. But anyways, he does this study where he's using his Safe and Sound Pro meter, and it looks like I said 1,000 feet away for that antenna, and it was 10,000 microwatts per meter squared at the window. And we used the invert square law, and we put it at 50 feet across the street, and that would be...
Right. So the inverse square law means the intensity drops off by the square of the distance. So if it was 10,000 microwatts per meter squared at 1,000 feet, we square the ratio of distances. That means you multiply by 50 divided by 1,000 squared. In this case, it should drop to about 0.25.
No, you're wrong. I know you're wrong. I have written down. It's okay.
Got it. No worries. If you've got your calculations written down, that's perfect.
Well, anyway, it comes up to be like something like 14 million or whatever when it's 25 feet away from you. So you get the idea. And the fast track proposal means you have to put them up anywhere now, and you can't say nothing to your municipality. So I'm going off on not a rant, but just I don't know, shed some light. So there's been a rant going around that's saying the bottom 2% is the ones that's causing all the problems.
I see what you mean.
So if you don't have jobs, or if you don't have universal base income, or you start taking away actual checks that were issued out for people who had alcoholism, and that wasn't right. And then you take away their government funding for health care for mentally ill, that wasn't right. And you make this explosion in homelessness, and it carries on. And the system's not designed to take care of homeless. It's just to loop them around, and people get all this payment and stuff. It's crazy. So the statistics probably are showing people of the bottom 2% are probably doing some dirty shit, right, to feed babies. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it just creates this vicious cycle, right? I mean, when the safety nets are stripped away, people get cornered and the system kind of punishes them even more. And then, of course, the stats start getting twisted and it all gets blamed on those already struggling.
But really now the other part, though, is military microwave weaponized thing, like recent word. Dr. Barry Trower, military microwave weapons expert. But there's a thing called microwave entrainment, and he did some work with Fort Bragg, and the individuals that were wearing their headsets, they would get angry, and to the point where they would beat their wives to the point of death, or their children. So, do you have any research work available on microwave entrainment creating anger issues in people?
So Barry Trower, a former British physicist, microwave frequencies can affect mood, like causing anger or agitation, based on old research. However, mainstream science is cautious. There's no solid peer-reviewed proof that typical microwave exposure causes these behavioral effects. The idea remains speculative.
I got a test, but I'm not saying it, but I got a test that I'll prove that wrong. Mothers, you know what I'm talking about. Go on, try taking your phone away from your child once. See what happens. Microwave entrainment. They had microwaves, now they don't. Try it once. Try it right now. Make sure you make a video. Don't do it. I'm kidding. Don't do it. Indifference causes the most harm. You do that, it's the gut brain connection. If you do that, it's going to add stress, and you don't know what kind of food and chemicals create more problems. Don't do that. I'm kidding.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really glad you emphasized that. There's a lot of anxiety already, and adding that kind of stress to kids or parents isn't going to help. I'm here if you want to talk through it, though.
So, anyways, we have Jose Delgado, right? So he put implants inside of a bull's brain, and with a little click, he made that bull stop. But he also made a statement saying that he doesn't need to do that anymore. He can do that with frequencies and microwaves. Alter mood, alter thought. So, kind of keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's definitely a historically loaded example. Delgado's work was really pioneering in its time, but it's important to keep it in context. Modern neuroscience is super cautious about these claims.
So how would you weigh the 1% too contributing to the demise of the 2% if you're throwing cell phone towers all over the place, and the quality of food that you get for free is outdated food that big companies get a tax write-off for? Old, outdated, GMO, glyphosate, just giving it out. Cupcakes galore.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a connection there. The top 1% often have the power to shape the environment, whether it's where towers go or what gets distributed in food programs. And that really impacts the bottom tiers. Not just access, but the quality of what's available.
So year after year of eating that outdated food, nasty, glyphosate, GMO, the bread, William Davis, the unholy grain, that would be biotin in it. Stimulation and